Hello everyone, today in the 11th episode of the BTW show, we'll be talking about water! So this episode is essentially about Bruce Lee. Now I'm a fanboy ever since I was young, and recently we took an adult learning class organized by the SFIC. And one of the subject matter was to develop a line or series of furniture. So as a team, we discussed about it and decided to use Bruce Lee as our inspiration and came up with a hypothetical: what if Bruce Lee had a line of furniture? How would they look like, and will there be a market for it? As such, this episode is going to be showcasing how we work as a design outfit and the work and thought process we go through to design a set of furniture. But before we begin, please help me by using your nunchucks and smash the subscription button below, please. Water! A few years ago, I had already did a speculative interior design concept using Bruce Lee as a source of inspiration. I had used Amira's laminate to dress up a bedroom. Now check out the posting here. So this current project is like a revisit to this idea. Before we begin the designing process, we named our team and even made up a cool logo for our make-believe company. Make a guess what we call ourselves. It's Water! And so Water is born. And there is even a simple write-up. Water is a Singapore-based furniture design and marketing business startup. Our business model is to create interesting, unique statement pieces and one-of-a-kind furniture for the discerning and affluent market. And so we begin the designing process by discussing as a team and asking, does the world still want another range of Bruce Lee-related product? As is, there are already plenty of Bruce Lee-related merchandise. A quick search on the internet will yield plenty of interesting results, from shoes to t-shirts to watches and even toys. However, as we dwell deeper into the researching of Bruce Lee merchandise, we found this article from the New York Times. It reads, Albert Einstein, dead since 1955, is still earning 10 million a year. John Lennon, 15 million. Elvis Presley, 55 million. Marilyn Monroe, 8 million, and about the same as Andy Warhol. See, these are deceased artists, celebrities, and even physicists, and they can generate substantial revenue for their descendants and estates through merchandising and endorsement deals. But for the Bruce Lee estate, it only generates 2 million a year. Shannon Lee, the daughter of Bruce Lee, has said that she is hoping to increase that to about 5 million as a decent baseline. With only a few films in the late Bruce Lee's portfolio, there is not much to relaunch. None of his feature films is controlled by the Bruce Lee estate, and they've all been copied and pirated so widely that even the licensed DVDs sell for as little as $2 in Hong Kong. So for us, this was very indicative that the estate that is managing the Bruce Lee name is not getting sufficient yield from the Icons brand. But despite this, there's still a lot of potential in the brand. As such, this creates an opportunity for Water! In pitching the idea of creating a line of Bruce Lee inspired range of furniture to the Bruce Lee brand. Further to this, we also did more research using Google. Our objectives were to ascertain if there are already existing competitors. In our competitive analysis study, we were trying to determine who might be the players who could already be producing a range of Bruce Lee inspired furniture. Interestingly, we found that there were none. There were only small furniture products like cushion covers, clocks, posters, decals, and shower curtains, etc. Nothing that is substantial like a piece of proper furniture. We even went as far as to go and explore the official Bruce Lee store at brucelee.com, and it does not have more to offer other than souvenir products. That's not all. To make it a more complete research, we did a SWOT analysis. We then begin on our design strategies to determine the focus and consideration for factors like aesthetics, materiality, performance, and market considerations. Yes, before we design, there's a lot of research and planning work that needs to be done. We need to know that it is going to work well and of course, sell well. Bear in mind, all this is for a speculative school project. We know through our research that brands like Asics or Nike, who have been using the Bruce Lee brand to create iconic limited pieces of merchandise like sports attires and shoes. Their approach had been to use the yellow and black color scheme to dress the product. This color treatment had subconsciously created an iconic brand treatment to identify the Bruce Lee design scheme. We feel that this is the ideal treatment, and fans all over the world have already recognized this scheme. And of course, this is far better than plastering his face all over the product, because that's a really cliche way of doing things. We also saw that big ticket items like luxury watches are also using the Bruce Lee brand as inspiration, and there's a market for this. Hublot, a luxury watchmaker, actually produced a limited edition Hublot Spirit of Big brand for Bruce Lee. It is a commemorative timepiece meant for the master's 75th birthday in 2015, and it's sold at approximately 30,000 USD. This is obviously proof that there is still a relevant niche market to the Bruce Lee brand. And this year will be his 80th birthday if he was still around, so that's a good marketing angle. The final observation is that there are collectors who will pay either low price for merchandise or high ticket luxury items that's adorned with the Bruce Lee brand. So why furniture? The current global trend is that online purchase of furniture items is booming. More and more people are willing to buy big ticket items online, whereas in the past, we're more willing to purchase low price items. Have a look at this chart and you know what I mean. The projection for worldwide e-commerce sales are expected to grow exponentially, and it will lead up to a whopping 290 billion market by the year 2033. As such, there's a huge potential for online furniture sales, as the online e-commerce platform is ideal in drawing Bruce Lee's legacy and existing narratives to tie in with our range of furniture. So after we are fully satisfied with the commercial viability of this set of furniture with the Bruce Lee tag, we began working on the prototype. We spent a few hours working on the miniature models, and since it's been years since I got my hands on with model making, it was quite a struggle. And it's not exactly premium quality, but we managed to pull it off and made a full set of furniture comprising of a sofa, an armchair, a coffee table, and a rug. Here are some of the sketches and detailed drawings. And these are our eventual mock-ups. This speculative exercise was actually quite fun, and I especially like the idea that Wata! This imaginary company was created. And I think there is a lot of potential in developing a full range of designer products beyond souvenirs, because Bruce Lee is such an iconic character. Hopefully the people managing the estate of Bruce Lee gets to see this, and who knows, maybe some kind of collaboration could happen. I hope you enjoyed today's sharing about doing speculative and imaginary design. It was really fun, and I feel that sharing and talking about it on my channel would be interesting. I hope you like it, and if you enjoyed today's vlog, you'll do me a huge favor by hitting the subscription button below. Thank you so much. Wata!